Welcome in here to St. Trace High School, where we have the start of the SBC season. The absolute battle rivals, the Ohio State, Michigan, the Duke, North Carolina, the Yankees, Red Sox, in St. Trace versus Unioto. Adam, this is absolutely lit. What? Alrighty, so Adam, big game here tonight. What are you expecting from both teams?
Honestly, I'm expecting a fast-paced game. Honestly, a lot of scoring and probably one of the better games that we're going to see all year.
I think so, too. I think we're looking at the two top teams in the league. I think the winner tonight puts a stamp on who's going to win the SBC title this year.
Absolutely, 100%.
Now, we have two legendary coaches tonight. Matt Hoops, he's won a few sectional titles over there, a few districts, but there's only one coach in this county that has a state title, Gary Kello. Head coach of St. Trace, trying to bring it back to the promised land this year after getting the gold ball last year. So let's go through our picks for the SBC. Adam, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, first up on the docket, the Maple Leaf of basketball. Pay Valley versus Huntington. Who do you got?
I got Pay Valley in that one.
All righty. I think I'm going to go Pay Valley, too. They had a hard loss last week against McLean. I think they bounce back, and they get the dub this week. Next, we got Adena versus Piketon. Who do you got?
I'm going with Adena in this one. I think they're just going to outrun them, and it's going to be a fast-paced game, and they're just going to control the tempo in it.
I think so, too. I think the number one thing to look for there, points off of turnovers. I think Adena's going to have a lot, like you said, running the ball, everything like that. This is amazing. All right, here we got Westfall versus Southeastern. Who do you have in that one?
I'm going Southeastern. I think Southeastern's going to pull it off, get their first up of the season, look to go 1-2.
I think Westfall comes out. Their defense is just too much for the Panthers. I think, again, they cause a lot of turnovers. They capitalize, and they get the win. Now, before we go to the game of the week, I got to look here. You guys got a Christmas thing going on. What's your name, brother?
The Aiden Dunn.
The Aiden Dunn. Now, big football star here, big on my fantasy team. Talk about what you're ready for this game.
Oh, it's time to get back. Get back to football. This is get back right here.
It's time to get back. I
right
love that.
Now.
I love it.
Alrighty.
I love it.
So, game of the night, St. Trace versus Unioto. Adam, who do you got?
I got Unioto.
You got Unioto. He picked Unioto. He picked Unioto.
I can't help it.
I'm going to go with Unioto, too. I'm sorry. I think they win this one. But I will say, you guys win student section of the night, for sure.
Absolutely.
Give a stamp on that.
And there's two student sections here, too.
All righty, well, we'll be right back for the start of this game. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Student section, take us out with a chant. CTHS! 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 All right, thank you guys.
Unioto all the way, baby.
And we are here with the Unioto student section. Getting ready for tonight's basketball game. Now we got two football stars with us, Dollison and Summers. I want to ask you guys, what are you ready for tonight's game?
Gonna beat them. Bad. It's gonna be bad.
Now, they said this is going to be revenge, just like football season. How do you say that?
It's gonna be just like football season.
Okay.
Just like football.
Just like football.
That's why I picked him. That's
All
why I
right.
picked him.
All right, now, Abby, come here. Abby, now you guys had a little saying to do last night with the St. Trace girls. You guys are off to a hot start. Talk to us about your season so far.
I think we're starting off pretty strong, having a good season.
You're winning teams by 40 at halftime. That is very strong.
I'd say so, too.
Alrighty, so What is your expectation for tonight's game?
Tanks by 100.
Tanks by 100. You guys heard it here first. Tanks by 100. Unioto, take us out with a chant. All righty. We're coming back to you here in a little bit.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's commit the starting lineups of the visiting Unioto Sherman. A 6-foot senior, number 0, Zane Sherlock. A 6'4" junior, number 2, Katie Perkins. 5'11" sophomore, number 3, Blake Fish. A 6'1" senior, number 5, Luke Hoop. And a 6'5" senior, number 45, Jordan Perkins. The Sherman's coach,
Hello and welcome in here to the Big Pit. And man, are we understanding why it's called the Pit, Adam? It is hot as hell in here.
Yeah, it's the hot pit for sure.
Yeah, literally had to buy a towel because I'm sweating probably more than the players because I'm fat. But we have an absolute amazing matchup as serious the Michael Jordan theme song plays here. We have Unioto, the clear-cut favorite for the SBC this year, against Zane Trace, the gold ball winners last year. They lost a lot. They started out of the game a little slow, but can they get on the right track for the first night of SBC play against their bitter rival and get the biggest win of the season yet for them, Adam?
Oh, dude, with so much electricity in there, you gotta hope for it. But I mean, it's so electric in here. You might just get shocked walking in.
Yeah.
I say, Unioto student section being here as well. Just love seeing two student section. They do one of my favorite things where they turn their back to the starters. Absolutely love that tradition.
Again, that might be two of the best teams on the court, but the two best student sections in the league going against each other here tonight as well. 100%.
Zane Trace has already won that battle tonight.
Yes, winning the student section of the night. If you don't know what we're talking about, take a little scroll back at halftime and watch those entrants because, man, were those student sections electric. All right, so the tip is up and away, and Zane Trace will start with possession here tonight.
QB's got hops getting up there, getting that tip.
All righty, Gerald setting up the offense. Gets over to Rippeth. Rippeth looking for Carter down low. Langley makes a nice move. Little contact there, no foul. Recovered there by Showblock. Showblock takes it in and misses, but a rebound there by Perkins, up and in for 2 and 1. Oh, they missed that.
Another
nice block
block
there by
here.
Perkins.
Cut
right, taking it up.
Already.
Dishes it out to Blake. Blake for 3, misses. Rebound by Perkins. Tries to save it. Goes off the backboard. Picked up by Cutright. Now this is something that you're going to see out of Unioto. They're going to try and use these Perkins boys down low. Just like that. Quick start there for Unioto. Langley, nice little pump fake, takes it in, takes it up strong, and it's good for 2.
Now that was a battle that we were talking about that's going to kind of be a battle that we're going to watch is KB Perkins going at Carter Langley, which it's weird that it's going to be quarterback versus defensive lineman here in basketball season.
Yeah, but basketball season, we're going to see those two big boys really work at it as KB up and in for 2. Unioto's showing that they're trying to make their presence known in the paint. Gerald on the outside, crashes in. Blake a little late on the help, and that's good for Gerald. Blake Hoops has to get a little bit quicker on the help side there.
Yeah, now I'll say we're seeing, Zane Trace also slowing the ball down a lot, kind of controlling clock. That's something they're going to have to do to stay in this game.
100%. As Blake drives in, Carter goes for the block, misses, but Blake makes the shot, rebounded by Carter. Zane Trace slowing it down here. That is going to be another key, is playing their pace of the game. Oh, it's a nice pass from Rippeth to Robinson for 2, and Zane Trace has tied this baby up with just 5.5 to go. Cut right up, misses. Perkins, rebound, out to Perkins for 3. No good. But Perkins with another rebound, a miss, but tipped in by Showblock.
Very up-paced game here so far, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. I said this is definitely going to be a high-scoring game. Fast-paced. These boys are definitely going to be tired tonight.
Good thing we took the over. Carter for three, and misses. Rebound by Cutright.
Now, I don't know if
Cutright pushing it up the floor.
Now, I don't know if that's a shot you want to see him take right there, but it's definitely one he can hit.
Blake does spin move, tries to get it out. Perkins to Perkins. And good for two, Jordan Perkins. Unioto looking like they want to do a little bit of a three-quarter court press here. Matt Hoops calling, looks like gunfire for the defense here. Looking like a 4-out-1 in here for Zane Trace. They're going to want to utilize Carter in the middle on screens. Nice take there by Rippeth. Up and in for two.
Beautiful cut by Rippeth to get the lane.
All righty. So this game so far has lived up to the hype that we all put on it.
Yeah, back and forth, high-scoring game. You knew it was going to be close.
All right, KB down to Jordan. Jordan misses, but you're not going to see that a lot of him tonight, and I think that's what they're going to try and do, get up to the high post. That's going to be a foul on Perkins. Rippeth down a little bit, but looks like he's going to be up. Take this minute to kind of go over our keys of the game here. So for Zane Trace, the three keys, I think, Adam, are going to be control the tempo, win the battle on the glass, and play inside out.
100% that's going to have to be – we were talking about controlling the tempo earlier, and that's kind of going to have to go hand in hand with playing inside out. They're going to have to run their offensive sets, get good looks down low, so that way they can actually hit those threes.
Yes, because I think one of Unioto's keys is to be up-tempo. They're a running team. They have a lot more depth. They got to make the transition baskets because they cause a lot of turnovers. But one thing they have to do is limit those turnovers, Adam.
I completely agree with you. If they keep turning the ball over, it's going to give the Zane Trace opportunity to control that tempo. And that's the biggest thing with this game is it's whoever can control the tempo I think is going to come out on top.
All right, so Cutright setting up the offense here for the Shermans. Hoops looks like he's trying to get it down low. KB to Jordan. Jordan out to Blake. Blake for three and misses. Langley with the rebound, tries to get it out. Now you definitely want to get into a guard here. Good, he gets it over there to Robinson. Robinson looking to get it to Gerald, but Unioto's making it very hard for Zane Trace to get the ball to their guards. Robinson for three, misses. Rebound by Perkins, gets to the show block.
Now that's something also I feel like is another you can't just settle for shots like that. You know,
right.
you gotta take the best look. If it's not there, maybe set back up on another offensive
Cutright
set.
for two.
Beautiful two by Cutright.
Yeah, I think if you're Zane Trace here, Adam, you got to turn the ball over. And when I say that, I mean how they have it on one court, get it back to the other side of the court. Get the defense to move a lot and not be so stagnant. Like right here, they have two people in one spot. You got to have spacing, floor spacing. You're letting one person guard two people at one time, and then you get a contested three up like that. That's just not a good shot. But Robinson makes a great hustle play to get a steal and get the ball right back to Zane Trace. Gerald Langley up, short, rebound by Showblock, gets it to Cutright.
This Unioto crowd this Unioto student section is just letting Carter have it after that air ball.
Oh, and JB gets the rebound and puts it up for two. He says, get in the weight room, young man. It looks like we got Ashton Crace and Newt Hoops looking to sub in here for Unioto with Gunna the Stunner ready to sub in for Zane Trace. As Gerald takes it to the rack, gonna miss. Rebound there by KB. Looks like got away with a little travel there. And Unioto break it up with a 14-9 lead, under 2 minutes to go. Trying to put a stamp on this first quarter.
Now, I know a 5-point lead isn't exactly huge, but it's probably going to be one of the bigger leads we see tonight.
Yes. All right, that's going to be out of bounds on Unioto. Zane Trace ball here in the pit. You look here, Robinson gets a nice steal, and then the first thing he does is try to get to one of his guards. It's something you have to understand as a big man is your guards are the ones that need to have the ball, bring the ball up.
See a nice little drive by Rippeth here. Going to get a foul on Perkins.
I like these refs tonight, Adam, so far. They're really letting the guys play, and the fouls that they're calling are like clear, big contact fouls. But that little contact, they're kind of letting it go. Let the players determine the game.
That's one thing, as you know, as a player and as a fan watching, you just never want to have the refs kind of having their hand and controlling the game. It should always be up to the kids to win or lose the game, not the referees.
So Rippeth misses the first one. Got to hit your free throws when you're playing a team like Unioto. You can put points up in bunches. Also, shout out to the Zane Trace boosters for the towels because, man, are they coming in handy. As Rippeth misses the second one, but we're going to have a foul on the floor. It looks like they're calling it on Perkins. Actually, I have no idea who he called that on. Yep, on Perkins.
Yeah, they caught it on the other Perkins. So between the Perkins, there's three fouls on them as a total.
All right, Zane Trace gets the ball in. Still looking to stay in that 41. Ashton Crace gets his hand on the ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds, going back the other way. It looked like a fan touched it, if we're being honest.
You definitely don't want him having a fast break because he will yam it like he's Dwight Schrute, even though he's a Beats guy.
Yeah.
Beats.
Beats, Bears, Battlestar Galactica.
Michael! All right, Zane Trace gets the ball in. Gerald bringing it up here. Zane Trace definitely needs to get a bucket here, get some momentum as this first quarter's coming down because Unioto's starting to get kind of a stranglehold on him.
A scary moment there when guy picked up the ball right as soon as he crossed half court there.
Gunner the Stunner fighting for some position.
Now, I will say this, that's going to be a battle Gunner's probably going to lose most of the night because Jordan down there is just such a dominant force.
Yes. It's like trying to push a brick wall.
Yeah. Not to mention, he's got great footwork on the offense and defensive side.
All right, so it looks like Zane Trace is just going to try and hold it for the last shot here. Oh, nice move by Gerald. Oh, no, so Gerald's going to shoot it, and it's 2 for the Pioneers. 9 seconds to go. 6 seconds to go. 5. Gets it to Perkins. Perkins throws it up at the buzzer. No good.
That was a close miss there, but yeah, honestly, you don't want to leave him any time on the clock, let alone that much, enough time to get down and maybe run a little bit of a half set and get an open look there.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 1, it is Unioto 14, Zane Trace 11. Now, we talked about it when we were with the Pioneers a little bit. There are 2 legendary coaches on the docket for this game tonight. One being the legendary Coach Kello, the only coach right now that has a state title in Ross County, 539 total wins, top 30 in all of Ohio.
That's my thing, is he's got 539 in the top Ohio list. He's not technically on it, but he would fall. He'd be tied for 38 or 28th right now.
Yeah.
Top 30.
Top 30. And again, we talked about the 2008 state champion and a regional championship. 5 districts and 5 sectional titles.
So that means every time he's won the sectional, he's went on to win districts and make it to regionals.
Yes. Now, on the other side, we have a man that's starting the legacy like a Gary Kello, and that's Matt Hoops.
This is the start to a legacy. My God, he's going to be the greatest coach in all of Ohio sports.
He's coming in at 243 wins, leads Unioto in wins with 7 SVC titles, 4 of them being gold balls.
7, that's as many as Brady.
Yeah, 4 district titles and 4 district titles and I believe 6 sectional titles. My God. 2 coaching legends, ladies and gentlemen, going head-to-head. And might we add, they are deadlocked at 6-6. So the winner tonight takes the lead in the series of head-to-head matchups. All right, show block looking to get it down low to Perkins. Passes it out though to Newt. Hoops, Newt, the quarterback. Throws it to Perkins. Gunner the stunner, really holding his own. Oh, and a big block by Robinson. And the hustle play to steal it. And we're going to get a foul on Perkins. That's his second. And
now both
boys are
Perkins.
in 2 fouls.
And that is big with only 28 seconds coming off the clock here in the second quarter. That is big, big call there.
Look for Zane Trace to really start pounding inside now.
And I will say that's a very hard call to make.
As we look here, nice clean block, and then the hustle play to dive and get the ball, get it out to the guard, and make sure they get possession. Yeah. What a big play by Robinson.
And I mean, that foul is something you don't like to see, but you got to call it as a loose ball. You know, it's just wrong place, wrong time, just happened to be running right.
If he doesn't fall over and it's a travel, I feel like they don't call it, but it wasn't a travel, but something had to be called.
Yeah.
So good call for the referees. Gerald steps into a 3. Misses. Rebound by Crace. Cutright, bring it up. Now, it is a lot easier to call a game when you know both teams already. I haven't even looked at the roster and know the names. All right, as Cutright hands off to Showblock.
Well, this Unioto team, my favorite thing about them is they're just super athletic top to bottom.
They are. They talk about athletic. Ashton Crace there again.
He's who sparked my interest with a beautiful pass from the quarterback.
Shot fake by Perkins, but he misses. And that's what we're talking about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Was there some contact on that? Yes, but the referee's going to let him play unless there's somebody's falling on the floor or bleeding. I don't think it's getting called tonight.
Or if it's a real bad foul, honestly. I haven't seen anything that really warrants the actual, All
right, show block. Nice screen there by Crace. Cutright. Nice pass to Perkins, who goes up and misses the layup, rebounds, puts up for 2, misses. Crace tries to and misses. And that's going to be a foul on
Landon. I believe that's on Landon Johnson.
Again.
Or Robinson.
Didn't call the foul until the end when there was a clear push. We dogged the refs a lot last game. Got to give them the flowers tonight. They're doing a pretty good job.
No, you were right. They did call that on Rippeth.
Alrighty, that is his first. Some idiot forgot to start the clock again. Show block for 3. Langley coming down with it. Now, you got to think Kello put him back in the game to start feeding down low, because the other Perkins has 2 fouls. If you can get him with a 3rd, or you can get easy buckets with him playing soft defense, that's what you want to try and do here. Nice move there by Robinson, takes it up and puts it in for 2. Cutting the lead to 1. Newt hoops for 3, and it puts it in the bottom of the net.
And did not let that first block deter him any at all. Beautiful shot.
The quarterback getting his first points of the night. Rippeth takes it to the hole. Hoops tries to get a charge there, but nothing's called. Gerald for 3 misses. Perkins with the rebound. Man, do these two teams really hate each other. Love to see it.
I believe Rippeth and Hoops there got a little chippy with each other.
Got a little chippy.
5-on-5 crime.
And honestly, as another block there, that one by Langley. Gerald hits the ball on the outside. To Robinson, nice fake. Goes up, and for 2. That's something, I saw it on, people talk about it on Facebook the other day, Adam. Yeah, it's cool that all these kids are friends, getting to play against each other, but when you're on the court, I don't care how good of a friend you are, you should hate that person.
Yeah, friendship goes out the window, so you are enemies for the next.
The great Kevin North of Unioto said, you knock your opponent down and help them back up so you can knock them down again. That's how it should be, I mean, I feel like we're just in a day and age, and this is me just talking like an old man, but we're in the day and age of people being too nice sometimes. You're supposed to be angry. You're supposed to hate people. It's part of being a human.
I'd say the NBA is a big thing with that. I don't think there's any true rivalries in there anymore. You don't see that. You don't see that too often here in high school.
Right. It's good to come to a place like Unioto versus St. Trace and get a true taste of a true rivalry. Speaking of true rivalry, Xavier still beating Cincinnati. Go Musketeers.
The reason Clay's saying that is because if you don't know, we just had Dante Jackson on our last show. Go check it out. Ride the Wave show. Unioto pushes this to a 4-point lead here. It's 15-19 with 4:40 left in the second quarter. Now, I will say this. I think that Zane Trace has done a great job of kind of slowing this game up so that way they can kind of stay in it.
And again, like you said, the 5-point lead, that's been our biggest lead of the night. Gerald, nice.
Big
but a
block.
huge block by Grace. Newt.
One of the most athletic guys in this league.
Newt gets the ball, looking to make something happen. Gets it to Grace. Grace back to Hoops. I bet it's weird for Grace to throw to Newt.
Yeah.
Blake with a nice spin move. My God!
Boom! Is that Kobe Bryant out there?
White. More like white chocolate. Jason Williams.
The spin move to the fadeaway.
My
Beautiful.
As Robinson gets it. Drives. Misses. Rebound by Perkins. One thing I've liked about Robinson, though, he plays very smart. He's been wide open for threes, but hasn't taken them. Takes it to the rack and gets to a good shot for him.
That's what I was talking about not settling for just any shot. I think Robinson's just great at that.
Oh, and another
big
block
block
by Langley, but Perkins gets the rebound and puts it back in for 2. So 8-point lead, the biggest of the night for Unioto.
Looks like we got Showblock checking back in here.
Oh, Carter Langley goes up, misses, rebound by Newt. Now you remember, Unioto's student section just said just like football, and Zane Trey said this is revenge for football, so far Unioto student section looking like they're right. We got scolded for picking Unioto. Looks like we're also right.
I stand by it. I had somebody tell me before this game, somebody who's very near and dear to my heart, that Unioto's going to win this one, Zane Trace is going to win the next one.
MVD.
If you wanted to put a name on that person, yes, it was MVD.
We want to give a huge shout out to Andy, the Mandy, on the camera, and MVD doing the camera and other work, making sure that you guys get the best experience at home. So definitely want to give them a shout out. Not possible without them.
Like right now, MVD is running camera and producing.
Yes.
One of the first chants we heard from the student sections tonight.
Yeah, Zane
Expect
Chase.
them to be a little bit more.
Zane Chase been a little quiet. All right. Zane Trace kind of going to a too high set. Nice pick for Gerald. Gerald puts it up and rattles out.
Now that's something we haven't talked about. We got Gerald and Gerald versus Hoops and Hoops.
And versus Perkins and Perkins as Hoops hits 2 there. Blake. Missed the point. Man, this defense by Cutright is absolutely smothering. Yeah, that's the right call, and that was completely made by Cutright. I mean, he was all over Gerald, not giving him any room to breathe.
As we get a "Where Are You Going" chant from Unioto's student section here, it's starting to get a little bit more electric than it was before. I can't believe it.
All right, Perkins to Blake. Blake, take it to the rack. Missed, but rebound by KB.
Looks like it's going to be an over the back here.
Don't know about that call.
Jordan just came in to relieve KB.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to be a smart move by Hoops to kind of, sub him one for another now, kind of keep Perkins who is out there.
See, I saw it a lot with Dylan Schwingle. Just because a man's taller than somebody else does not make it an over the back. It's whenever they physically are trying to jump over them. And from our vantage point, it kind of looked like KB just went up, ground,
honestly,
and came down.
I didn't see anybody boxing anybody out. It looked like they were just all going up for it. That's to me, that's what it is. It doesn't matter how tall, how short a guy is. If he's not getting actively boxed out, then
it can't be over the back.
It's not going to be an over the back.
Unless somebody just comes obviously barreling through.
Yeah.
But that's not over the back. That's
if you guys are both down on the block and you guys both jump up for a ball, it's going to happen.
With the step back, misses. Rebound by Hoops. Another thing, we haven't talked about yet, Newt Hoops, ladies and gentlemen, is probably the greatest quarterback that's ever came out of Unioto.
The record books absolutely say so.
Comes off the bench here for basketball. Talk about being a leader.
Well, that's something else that a lot of coaches just don't have the access to. Is such a great leader on the bench. As
it's like a James Harden at OKC situation.
Yeah, except James Harden was a little bit of a diva and forced his way out.
You say a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, as we have a timeout here by Unioto with 14.8 seconds to go. Yes, the clock here says 16, but your boy forgot to stop it a little bit. So for you guys at home, it is 14.8 now. Adam, you're Matt Hoops here. You're drawing up a play to end this quarter. Who are you trying to get the ball to?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to see who he's got out there on the floor. Really, I might try to draw one up for the big guys down low, depending on who we got in. Might try to draw something up for Crace. I haven't seen him get a whole lot of offensive touches. I do know this. Whatever I do, I'd make sure to tell my guys, do not shoot that ball and leave them any time on the clock. We're going into halftime with us having the last shot, make or miss.
I think what I'm doing is I'm running a runner play where I have my two big men down low with another guy on the wing. I'm putting Newton in one corner, and he's running off 3 screens to get open for a 3, and he's either making or missing, because I think if he makes that 3, it's going to be a huge momentum swing for Unioto, even though they have it, and it would really put a damper on Zane Trace going into the half.
I'll just make sure I got KB in a spot to where he can get the rebound.
Yeah, because you want to get that shot up.
So I'd tell him maybe leave about a second left on the clock,
As Caden misses, rebound by Robinson. Robinson gets out to Gerald. Gerald puts it in for 2 at the buzzer. All righty, well, ladies and gentlemen.
That's exactly what I was talking about. You didn't want to take that with the shot with too much time left on the clock. They took it with about 8 seconds left, rebound by 7.4, got it up the floor and made it with about 1.6 seconds left. Right when Zane Trace, what they left on the clock, that's about what I would have left on the clock if I was Unioto to make or miss.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you a short break here, and stay tuned as Silas Stewart of Zane Trace shoots 3 shots from half court, trying to win $100.
Clay with Silas Stewart out here attempting his 3 half-court shots for $100. Let's see what he can do. First one's up, hits rim, looks like it's pretty close here. He's got 2 shots left here. Shots up. Oh, looks like he misses left on that one. So he's trying to get the crowd into this one. Try to get him a little hyped up, see if he can't make it with a little bit of support from the fans. Ooh! The closest one left. Let's see if Clay's going to give him a fourth shot here.
Hello and welcome back to the hottest freaking gym I've ever been in my entire life.
Oh, dude, it's at least 1,000 degrees in here, no doubt.
I went outside and saw steam coming off my body, and it's not even that cold outside.
No, it's not.
That's our halftime update for you guys.
It's hot.
If I had $1 for every time I went down there and heard someone say, damn, this gym is hot, I could probably buy the gym a new AC unit.
Honestly, I think that they bought too many towels. And they said, you know what? Turn off the AC, crank up that heat.
People
we gotta sell
these towels.
Yeah, we need people sweating. We gotta sell these towels.
I will say though, marketing genius, because I've been using the hell out of this. I'm pretty much just wiping sweat with sweat at this point. But as we get underway, an 8-point lead here for Unioto as we start the second half. Big first half by Unioto. Perkins boys had to play with a couple of fouls here, so let's see how they go into this third quarter as Gerald brings it up.
I believe, Jordan has 3 to start this?
I believe so.
KB's got 2.
Oh, nice skip pass there by Carter. Some idiot forgot to set the quarter and time again. Jeez Louise.
That same idiot probably had it set at 18 points for Zane Trace there at the half, too.
Yeah, probably the same idiot. Show block misses for 2. Rebound. Oh, just messing with. I thought Gunner was down Carter was down for a little bit, but he's just messing with the knee brace. Robinson chucks up a 3. Oh my goodness! It puts it right in the face of Perkins. Says, go check your eye doctor.
As we're right back into a 3-point game here.
That's what I love about basketball, man. Boom, clock's right.
Perkins
and
to Perkins. Beautiful assist by Jordan over to KB.
Now, I know Unioto just scored there, but that's exactly how you needed this second half to start if you're Zane Trace. A big bucket by somebody that's not one of your quote-unquote star players, one of your good players, that star. We're going to have a timeout here by the legendary Gary Williams and Zane Trace. 30-second timeout.
Gary Williams, Zane Trace.
Yeah, I said Gary Canada.
I mean, honestly, it's not. I'd get them confused all the time.
Williams,
2 legendary Garys, I say. I mean, just.
In basketball?
In basketball.
Right around the same age.
Yeah.
I had to guess.
Both been on our show.
Both around like the 26, 27 year mark. It's
Coaching,
weird
yeah.
that they've coached for probably 30 years, and they're only in their 30s.
Yeah.
Weird how that works. All righty, so 22-27 lead here. Now, if you're Matt Hoops, Robinson just hit that three. I don't think you need to completely freak out here. I think you say, let him hit another one, and then we might start worrying about it.
I can agree with that. Something else I think that Hoops is just telling his guys is he's just reiterating his halftime plan, saying, hey, look, guys, stick to what I told you guys at the half.
Yeah. We knew they were going to come out and hit some threes. That's what good teams do.
Now, one thing I do look for Hoops to do is I look for him to maybe speed this game up, get back into a fast-paced offense.
Yeah.
If he can force the Zane Trace to play at a high-tempo offense, I think Unioto kind of runs away with it.
Gerald Trice kind of really got saved there by Hoops.
Yeah, if Blake would have stayed away from that one, looks like it's probably going to be Unioto ball heading the other way.
Yeah. All right, so remember what Cam said, a lot of screen action, back screen action off of these inbounds plays. We just saw it there. Just going to launch that one, though.
Ooh, now from my angle, again,
Yeah.
I'm up on another level.
I don't know about that one, buddy.
That one looked like it bounced right off the head of that Zane Trace player that was down there.
I love how Matt is just holding the ball away from the ref because he's like, nah, I'm going to say something first. Got to get a little piece off my mind here. Zane Trace tries to make something happen out of that.
Nice
Langley,
no-look
nice
pass.
shot fake. Looks like he kind of just loses it there, and that's going to be a Unioto ball.
Beautiful pass to the shot fake there. Just couldn't control it on his way to the hoop there.
Again, shout out to the girl at the towel stand for selling me these towels because damn did I need it.
Looks like we got a little bit of a full court man here coming from Zane Trace.
And it looks more to just slow them down rather than cause turnovers.
It's not necessarily a press to.
Yeah. But Cutright puts it in for two for Unioto. Rip it to Langley. Langley up. Langley in for two.
And that's something I thought was we were going to see a little bit more of was Langley being involved in the offense.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think he's got his hands full down there with Jordan Perkins on the defensive side.
I feel like Kella might have wanted him to be more involved, but when you're guarding a mammoth like that, it takes some energy out of you.
It could have been a pick your poisons. Like, do we want him to be involved in the offense, or do we want, maybe to have him kind of focus?
Blake for three. Just off. Rippeth with the rebound. Out to Robinson. Robinson pushing it up, gets it to Gerald in the corner. Gerald takes it off the dribble and puts it in for two. And Zane Trace is right back within three. What a game. Show block for three. Show block
Boom,
at the
big
bottom of
three.
the net.
We're right back up to a 6-point lead here for Unioto.
Nice pass down to Langley. Langley puts it in for two, and Zane Trace answers right back.
Beautiful catch and shoot by the big fella down there. And again, we keep saying it. That's what this game's all about. Back and forth, high scoring, both guys taking shots.
Especially whenever you're in a rivalry game, it's the battle of the runs. Obviously, each team's going to make their run. It's just who can sustain the other one.
Yeah.
Who can answer more.
Basically, what you're saying is both these teams will have the runs tonight.
Yes. Poop joke. Cut right for two. Cut right in for two.
Beautiful move there. Love seeing him finish it.
Man, a lot of great offense. People might think a game like this, bad defense. No. These guys are just making hard, difficult shots. As Gerald for three, just right. But Rippeth with the rebound.
Gives it out to the other Gerald.
It's going to be Landon Gerald. Taking it to the rack.
No,
Absorbs the contact, misses. Show block with the rebound, pushing up the court. He does not have numbers. He does not care. He does score the basketball.
He does not care. It does not matter. He's putting it down.
All righty, so we're back to an 8-point lead. And that's going to be a timeout, Zane Trace, as Unioto is taking some momentum. And Matt Hoops is how the kids say, lit, bruh.
I mean, and if you're Gary Kelly, you got to tell your guys, hey, look, we got to tighten these screws up. I can't keep calling timeouts every time they start to go on a run. I'm going to have none left.
Exactly.
You know, we got to buckle down. We got to play defense. And sometimes, you know, they're just going to make shots no matter how good defense you play. Sometimes the shots are just going to fall, but you got to get them back on offense. Like Zane Trey said, you got to get back, as their student section said.
As you see, the nice little shot there by Langley, then cut right, take it to the rack. Nice spin move, and then gets the ball up. Nice basket there, and then show block. Here it is again, just too strong for the defender.
1v4 clutch, as the kids would say in Call of Duty terms.
1v4. DGAF. I had to think about that one for a second.
Score here is 36-28, 3 minutes, 9 seconds left in the third.
As they can see on this amazing scoreboard that I've been running, definitely flawlessly the entire time. Yes, I'm off 2 seconds. But now I'm not. Robinson, man, I'm looking for him to kind of step up in the second half. He hit that 1-3, hasn't really tried anymore since. Maybe he's the spark that can get these Pios going. As they run a two-man high set.
In these rivalry games like that, it's a guy like that you kind of need to be a spark. Him and maybe like a guy like Gunnar the Stunner coming off the bench, give him a little bit of extra boost that you know, they're not getting every night from the other guys.
All right. Blocked there, I think, by Hoops. Recovered by Perkins. Cut right. Getting them into the offense. Showblock looking to feed Cut right down low. They're trying to go guard, posted up guard here. I love it. Let the guard be a big man, but Hoops wide open. Misses. Something you're not going to see a lot out of him. Rebound, Zane Trace. Zane Trace, they don't need a three here. They just need a bucket and a nice offensive possession. Doesn't need to be quick, just needs to be good. Gets out to Brock. Brock over to Landon. Landon for three. Landon
big shot.
Puts it in the bottom of the net.
Big shot Landon over here.
To cut the lead to 5. And just when you think it's over and the fat lady might be warming up, the Pios tell her to sit right the hell back down. Rebound by Perkins. Perkins up for 2. Perkins in for 2.
Perkins is just a man amongst boys out there. I mean, just getting it done on the offensive glass all night.
You know what the KB stands for? Kill them boys. Gerald, again, these refs are going to let him play, ladies and gentlemen. We here at the Ride the Wave Show love it. As Showblock takes it in, out to Newt. Newt makes a nice move.
I thought that was a kid in the student section. I thought it was going to Blake Hoops, not Newton Hoops.
And it looks like Unioto might.
Blake wasn't looking at that pass, still able to collect it.
Blake in the eyeball. Just misses. Rippeth. A lot of rebounds here for him tonight. Gets out to Gerald. 40 seconds left. The Unioto student section trying to give the Shermans a little extra push with their defensive chant. Rippeth.
Not many schools can come into an away setting and kind of make it a little bit of a home court advantage as well. You know, it's almost a neutral game side anytime these teams play. Now,
as the coaches are trying to tell Blake to lay off here. Gerald out to Robinson. 3 seconds left. Got to get a shot up. Gets it up.
And that's exactly how you want to execute it. No time left except for an offensive putback.
And we are going into the fourth quarter. Unioto's been winning at all stops of the game. This one being a 38-31 lead. And here come the Zane Trace cheerleaders to get the Zane Trace fans a little more pumped up for this fourth quarter.
Honestly, I want to say that Zane Trace has never led. They got down quick, 0-4. Then I want to say it was 2-6. I don't think Zane Trace has ever led this game.
But man, have they made it tight and have just not gone away. And that's something as the favorite you don't like to see. You want to put a team away early because the longer they hang around, the more they feel like they belong on the same court as you.
Yep. And as we all know, 7 points is absolutely nothing,
Especially
in
in
a basketball game. Yeah, especially in this game. Now, I will say this. So far, a player of the game for Zane Trace to me has been Landon Johnson. Landon Gerald.
Yep. I think he's been a huge part. Again, he's having a lot of points. He's had a lot of big shots here. Now, no brainer player of the game for Unioto, KB Perkins. He's been all over the place, but his brother,
Now,
Jordan Perkins.
KB's been all over the offensive and defensive glass, but honestly, it's so hard to look at because you got Zeke going out or showing out. You got Blake kind of showing out offensively. He's getting his fair share of boards as well. I say you got both the Perkins down there just dominating the down low. That one person I do not want to be in this game is Gunnar the Stunner or Carter Langley. They are just having their hands full with just two guys that are just everything that you.
It's one thing to be big. It's another thing to be big and good, and that's what both Perkins boys are.
They're both light on their feet, great footwork.
All right, as we get the fourth quarter underway. Caden Cutright with the ball. I just realized I've been calling Fitch Cutright all night. Want to make that apology. The 13 and 3 threw me off. Caden looking to make something happen here. Loses the ball to Gerald. Gerald taking it to the rack. He's just going to lose the ball there. I don't think that's off Unioto.
It looks like these refs are going to call it off Unioto. It looks like they didn't exactly see what was happening. They just knew it went out of bounds, and they had to blow that whistle.
It literally looked like he was dribbling it and then just didn't anymore.
We got a near 5-second call here.
Gunnar for two.
Beautiful pass by Landon Robinson there to Gunnar.
Cutting the lead to 5. Cutright looking to make up for his turnover here.
Now, Zane Trace, much like the football season, they're just opening their season with 3 tough opponents, Circleville, Vinton County, and
now
then
Unioto.
Unioto.
Alrighty. Zane Trace looking to start their run out of comeback here on this possession with 6:40 to go. Robinson goes up for 2, misses, comes down with the rebound. KB Perkins. KB gets out to Fitch. Fitch looking down the court, going to make a drive, looks to come up with it, loses the ball a little bit, gets out to Showblock. Showblock over to Perkins. Fitch out to Crace. Crace for 3. No good. Rebound, Gunnar the Stunner. Now again, if you're Zane Trace here, you really just want to slow it down, work the clock, get a good shot. Rebound by Gunnar the Stunner. Up, no good.
Oh, tip out by Landon Johnson, I believe.
I think that's off Zane Trace's leg.
Sorry, that's Landon Robinson that tipped it out. Looks like it's going to go.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what the hell just happened.
It looks like it's Unioto's ball, but it looked like Zane Trace was cheering on that one.
Yeah, and it kind of looked like there's some confusion there for a minute. Didn't really know who was off of. Refs had to talk it over a little bit. Can't really say if they made the right call or the wrong call because, again, don't know what the hell was going on there for a minute.
Again, these refs, unlike the classic refs, I have no qualms against. These guys have called great games.
Great game. And
there's been a lot of calls that make me not want to be a ref. You know, you see them and they're just like, man, I don't want to, because you have to call something. But you know,
my biggest thing is, as a ref, I feel like your biggest job is just to be consistent, and I feel like these guys haven't. They've been calling it the same way both ways.
Exactly, as kind of like what we were saying with the refs in the classics.
And for 2.
Big shot to get Unioto back running here. But what we were saying with the Classic is the refs, they were calling it one way all game, and at the end they just started calling it a completely different way. And you just cannot have that. It looks like KB has a strip here. Still going to be off Unioto, Zane Trace ball.
Inbound to Gerald. Tries to use the screen from Gunner the stunner. Man, this defense by Fitch, it just has to be annoying for Gerald, and that's a good thing. Oh, bad pass.
Looks like just a
Stolen
little bit of a
by Blake.
miscommunication there.
Blake going up. And again, a good no call as that was all ball.
By Landon Gerald.
Unioto ball here.
Something that's good is getting Gunner the Stunner getting all these varsity minutes here this early in the season. It's something you'll love to see, especially going into the next season, knowing he's only a sophomore here.
Yeah. Carter Langley coming in for.
Looks like he's probably going to be coming in for Rippeth.
Okay, so Zane Trace goes big here to try and go against the Perkins boys. Wonder, do they start going 2-3 maybe? I don't think you do, just because you're losing. You can't let them just eat the clock.
Yeah. Well, and if you go 2-3, it opens it up for them to start hitting threes. And this Unioto team, they definitely can. They're good top to bottom.
Perkins puts it
Beautiful
in for
move.
two.
Just great footwork there by the big fella.
Using his power and his body to make that shot happen. Robinson for three. He misses. That puts that 1 for 2 on the night. Nice save by KB, but Gerald comes up with it.
And 1-3! Big shot
with
by
the
Landon
foul.
Gerald. And we're back to a 6-point game. Let's see if he can't bring it back down to 5. But what a shot.
What an absolutely electric game, Adam.
Just about to say, hey, maybe shooting threes here is not something you want after taking 2 quick ones, but that one is definitely one you want.
Yes.
It's one of those when you know Gary was down there yelling, no, yes.
And he puts it in for the 4-point play, and Zane Trace is still in this ball game.
You know, it's the little things in this rivalry that I love. Is it's Landon Gerald here just shoulder checking Jordan Perkins as he walks by. Size doesn't matter. He said, just hit a 4-point play. Do something about it.
You truly know that these two teams would rather die than lose this game.
Absolutely. Love to see it. And you know it's all love probably after the end of the game. But during this game.
With these two schools, I'm not too sure about that. And I love it. As Perkins goes up, misses, rebound by
Beautiful
Robinson.
defense by Carter Langley there.
Gets it to Brock Gerald. Gerald back to Robinson, shoots the three, and
Bang!
it's good!
We have a 2-point game here with 4 minutes left in the fourth.
And that's going to be a timeout, Unioto, as the Pioneers just refuse to go away.
Oh, and this crowd is going nuts,
They
Clay.
are. My God. So 2 big threes put Zane Trace right back in this game, only down 2 points. Put an absolute shockwave through the Sherman crowd.
A 7-point turnaround on 2 shots.
My
Crazy.
God. So here's the 4-point play, the and 1-3 by Gerald. Getting hyped, and then here we go to Robinson. 1 for 2, now 2 for 3 as he puts it at the bottom of the net, and he says, let's blankety go. Whoever's on the aux for Zane Trace, good job.
Now, I will say this, is that by design, this gym is so hot because they practice here every single day.
It's called the Pit.
It is called the Pit, and here we are late in the game. We're seeing a Zane Trace comeback. They're used to the heat. They're saying, hey, you can't handle this heat. Get out of our kitchen.
You can't handle the heat. This, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's the Unioto Zane Trace rivalry, but this is just SVC basketball.
To kick off the SVC season, this is what it's all about. This is the game you got to do it with. Imagine if they kicked off
do it every year.
Imagine they kicked off the Big Ten season with Michigan versus Ohio State.
Jeez Louise.
I think it'd take a little bit away in basketball, or in football, but in basketball.
Lit.
Whew.
All righty, 4:09 to go. Zane Trace right back in this ball game.
Looks like they're
coming out
running
with a full court press here. Still the same as earlier though. Just looking like they just want to slow them down.
It's just a man press. You know, it's not. They're not really pressing them. They're just playing full court man here.
Carter hedges the screen. Blake though gets open. Head. Blake puts it.
That is
in
one
for
guy
two.
you don't want to leave open anywhere on the court.
Langley went to go hedge the screen there, but it was just a little too soft. He has to do it a little bit harder. Gerald to Gerald. He went to Gerald. Gerald for three, misses. Rebound, gun the stunner to Carter. Carter.
Way to be smart with it. Kick that ball out and not do anything stupid with it.
Gerald for three. Just short. Gets his rebound, though.
Good no call there.
Good no call. Jump ball, too.
Yeah, we got a jump ball here.
Damn it. I did it again.
Possession is in Zane Trace's favor here.
No. I'm going to say it again. Amazing job by this officiating crew tonight.
Yeah, and if you haven't watched our last stream, go watch it, and you'll see an amazing officiating crew.
Not the great, not the best, but except for Brennan Lovely, you did great.
Shout out to these court kids out here. I call them court kids because I don't know the official name. Out there wiping the court off anytime a player falls or anything like that. Love the hustle.
Yeah, and it looks like those are little pioneers in the Zane Trace program. So they're hustling like that for a ball boy. Imagine what they're going to be doing in a few years on your high school court.
I didn't want to call them a ball boy because it looks like they're more towel boys.
It looks like they're more just like managers.
Yeah, equipment managers.
Like assistant to the manager. Not assistant manager.
Assistant to the assistant.
Yes, manager.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 3:12 to go, 40-44. Zane Trace has the ball after a jump ball was called and some amazing work by the Towel Boys. Carter Langley set the hardest screen I've ever seen in my life. And boom! Puts it in for three to cut this to a 1-point game!
And Landon Gerald has his fingerprints all over this comeback.
He went to Gerald for that three. Blake Hoops with the spin, loses the ball, recovered by Langley. And what a great play, slowing him down, getting it to his guard.
And that's where, the quarterback mentality comes in. Hey, I got to control the pace. Be smart with the ball, no turnovers.
And if you're Unioto right now.
Oh, and we have
wow.
maybe our
first
bad call. Maybe,
yes.
I don't know. I'm going to have to see a replay here.
Let's see here. That's clean. That's hall ball. That's clean. Wow.
Yeah, he wasn't
First
reaching inside a
call.
cookie jar. Didn't really push him. He got his hand on
He took too many cookies, and so it was a foul.
He got a hand on the hip, but he didn't push off or anything like that.
First questionable call of the game tonight. But here we are. Zane Trace with the ball. This place is loud. This place is rocking. Robinson to Gerald. Gerald driving to the hoop. Gerald puts it up.
And one! And they take the lead!
And Zane Trace has their first lead of the night with under 2:30 to go.
Oh, and guess who? Guess who? Landon Gerald.
He went to Gerald. I'm saying it all night.
Let's see if he can get another 3-point play here.
I thought it was 4 point.
Well, I was talking about all the threes he's been hitting.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Even his twos are threes. We got a timeout.
Unioto, and that's just Matt Hoops. I don't think that's him as the free throw shooter. I think that's him taking his team going like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. A big comeback. They storm back.
Yes.
Take the lead. Now, what I see is them taking the lead off of what we dubbed the first questionable call of the game.
As you saw here, the steal that wasn't a steal, and then coming down with Gerald, driving it to the hoop. Again.
I think you got to call that because he does have his hands up, but he's moving backwards. There's a lot of contact there. I think that one you got to stick with. You've been kind of calling those ones all game.
Yep.
The steal, maybe don't call that one.
I will say that steal is. We might be harboring on.
You look up what a steal is in the dictionary. It's
that.
video. It's that video. Even though we just got it. MVD's from the future. Future. He made the one off the timeout here. Let's see if the ice did work. He said, "Nope, I got ice in my veins. I'm already cold-blooded."
All right, here we go. 2:25 to go. Zane Trace up by 2. Can Unioto pull one out of their hat here? Perkins looking for 2, misses, and that's a rebound by Langley. And Unioto just can't buy a bucket right now.
I wish we were playing the music during the timeouts.
Yeah, that would be lit. All righty, Gerald. Now, if you're St. Trace here, remember, there's no shot clock.
There is no shot clock yet. That's one of my favorite things about high school basketball is you can just run an offensive set, and if you really wanted to, you can make a game go 4-2.
MVD disagrees.
He disagrees very much.
Oh, and a steal by Blake! And Blake up and in for 2! And we got a tie-ball game in the rivalry of the SBC and the first game of the SBC. We're all tied up with 1:33 to go.
I believe Unioto takes a timeout here.
My God, what a game. This chick just did 50 flips. 56. She just flipped all the way down the court.
And she got a knee brace on. She's got a bad wheel.
She flips more than a bandwagon fan.
Nope. What defensive set are you coming out in if you're Matt Hoops in this one?
2-3.
You're coming in a 2-3. You're not going to try to press. You're not going to try to get him to turn the ball over or anything like that, or.
I just like zone. But my thing is, actually, all I know I'm running right now is something they haven't seen all game. If you've been working on like a 1-3-1 in practice, if you've been working on a man run and jump that you haven't done tonight, if you're working on an intense 3-2, something that's just going to throw Zane Trace off.
I'd like to see Unioto come out in the 2-2-1, maybe drop into a 1-3-1.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that, I'm looking for Zane Trace just to stick to their motion offense, try to get something going, maybe hold the ball a little bit. Honestly, with 1:30, I might not want to give that ball back up.
I think that's what they tried to do last time, but you can't just do that weave. I'm not a big fan of the weave because of what just happened.
It gets too predictable. Too many kids are playing, or too many teams are playing in it. It looks like we just got a full court.
I feel like the more you pass the ball, the more bad things can happen.
Yeah, especially because you get a little predictable, as we see a ball almost get stolen right there with the first pass.
All right, so Gerald. Rippeth to Gerald. Gerald wide open for 3. Gerald misses. Langley. Oh, my God. And there's that athleticism by Crace.
And lucky Carter was able to just knock that one out of his hands there and still going off of Crace. As we see 1:08 left with this game tied at 46-46.
Gerald gets the ball into Langley.
Out to Robinson. Crace playing, Ashton Crace playing killer defense.
Oh, but a nice pass by Gerald to Rippeth.
And a big layup with less than a minute to go. It's 48-46.
My God. Unioto on the ropes, down 2. This place is going absolutely wild.
I don't know how anybody's in their seat right now. Just crazy.
Fitch looking to make something happen. Under 30 seconds to go. He hands it off to Schoblock. Schoblock drives in the lane, puts it up, and he's fouled.
And it looks like Schoblock came down a little weird on the landing there. It seems to be okay. It looks like it might have just been a scary moment.
Robinson also a little shaken up there. So here it is. Fitch gives it to Schoblock on the handoff. He has a nice wide open lane. And honestly, good foul there because that was going in.
Yeah.
Make him earn it at the line.
No, something I noticed about Fitch, I think he's incredible at just kind of controlling the ball.
Yes.
Not making any mistakes or anything like that.
And here come these ball boys again. So that's Brandon running off. Oh, Stevens is another one. I couldn't get that middle one, though. He ran too fast.
Lightning, baby.
Lightning McQueen. All righty. So show block. The senior trying to tie the game up for the Shermans with under 30 seconds to go. This place is absolutely deafening. And he misses the first one.
Now that's something that, you see a lot of like Dick Vitale and a couple of those older guys talk about is maybe you don't want a senior shooting because, they're liable to just squeeze that ball, the air pressure right out of that ball. Just, it's such a big moment for them. This is going to be one of his last Zane Trace Unioto moments.
This is his last time playing Zane Trace in the pit.
Yeah, so, a moment like that, you maybe want a sophomore, junior taking that shot as opposed to somebody who's a senior.
Zane Trace student section is going absolutely nuts right now. Show block. Misses the second. Gunner the stunner on the rebound.
Foul by Hoops.
Wow.
And that's going to put Unioto at 4 fouls here. Big misses by the senior there.
Yes, big misses for sure.
Now, it didn't really necessarily matter in that particular one because we missed both of them, but the 1-and-1 would have played a big part in that.
Yep.
Oh, and that was shooting free throw. I'm an idiot.
Yep. We're going to get foul on Fitch before the ball was in. That's going to instantly send Zane Trace to the line. Not a terrible – oh, that's not a technical, is it?
Ooh, you got to hope it's not a clear path foul.
Yeah, I don't think that's in high school.
One of the few mistakes Fitch has made this game. Honestly, I want to say his first one.
Honest to God, that is not a mistake at all. He just fouled them. They go to the line. No time came off the clock.
22 seconds left. Great number.
Yeah. As Gerald
misses the first one.
My God.
Oh. And this has been a game where both teams have missed their fair share of free throws.
Yes. As KB checks in for
you have to make this
Crash. Sorry, I said that so weird. These Unioto fans on the edge of their seats going absolutely wild.
We got Jordan Perkins coming out of the game here. Looks like we got the shooters coming in.
I think Hoops is expecting him to make this one. And he
big shot there. But who's going to make your big shots for Zane Trace? It's going to be Landon Gerald. I think he listened to our last show. He said, y'all want somebody to step up. Okay, I got you guys. I'll step up. I'll win games for us. And he has been the key factor tonight.
Yes, absolutely he has. He hit the big and one 4-point play. He hit the big and one 3-point play. He hit a pair of threes at least. I have been doing an awful job at keeping stats on this one because it's been such a fast-paced game. Now, we are not like ESPN and CBS. We do not dub the player and play of the game before it is over. But if the game ended right now, Gerald has the play of the game with the and 1 3, and he has to be the player of the game. Now, 100%. We don't want a Unioto person to step up, hit a game winner. Obviously, that person has to be player and play of the game. But, man, what a showing by him.
Honestly, which one's the play of the game? The 4-point play to draw him within 3 or to draw him within 2, or the 3-point play that puts him up?
I don't know. The only reason I have to go to the 4-point is how many times
I think it's going to be a collective because they were back-to-back plays. I think it can be
possessions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It can be a collective, and these two things are the play of the game.
Yes.
It's definitely our momentum spark of the game.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
win or lose.
Help them get to the first lead of the game. Now, Unioto historically 3-point shooting team.
That's why I was saying you do not want to switch to a zone because that would have been I think if they would have switched to a zone earlier, they wouldn't have been back in this game because they would have opened it up with a bunch of threes.
And I think their man-to-man defense helped them get
the full court man kind of slowing down the pace of the game.
Got them to where they wanted it to be.
Not many teams can dictate the pace of a game with their defensive play. Usually it's the offense that's going to kind of dictate it.
All right, so here we go. Fitch with the ball. 2 show block. 15 seconds to go. Show block. Newt is wide open on the other side. Newt gets the ball. Newt to Fitch. Oh, and it's loose.
Oh, and Zero comes up with it, and Zane Trace is
Oh my God!
And
We have an upset!
They storm the court. Zane Trace storms the court, and they start the SBC season 1-0 with a ginormous comeback over their bitter rival, the Unioto Shermans. Adam, what the hell is going on?
I mean, they didn't take their first lead until late in the fourth quarter. I want to say there was less than 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter when they got their first lead of the game.
My
Pandemonium. The student section is just waving at us, or no, they're waving at the Zane Trace, or the Unioto student section, telling them bye. I'm surprised they're not saying something to us because we both picked Unioto to win this game.
My God. Zane Trace. We called him out all week. We said this team needs someone to step up. They're a good unit, but they don't have someone to step up in crunch time. And Landon Gerald said, shut the hell up. That man is me, and he did it tonight.
Not to leave anybody out, but Landon Robinson, also another guy,
Yes.
huge role player, somebody that just made a bunch of great hustle plays.
Hit 2 threes himself to help the Zane Trace team come back in the
Honestly,
game.
the 4-point play came off a rebound that he missed. So he had a great miss.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What a game.
what a start to the SVC season. Unioto won basically the whole game, had to lead the whole game until about 2.5 minutes to go. Zane Trace got their first lead of the night and didn't trail another second. Adam, what are your takeaways from this game?
Landon Gerald is going to do great things for this Pioneers team the rest of this season and next season. He's going to be a great asset for him to have. Honestly, maybe we spoke too soon about the favorites to win to win the league this year.
Yeah.
We said clear favorites. Well, I don't know if it's clear anymore.
Exactly, with the way Zane, and like we said, they had a couple of rough games to start the season. They finally get on track tonight.
I mean, again, just exactly how we saw the football season play out. They started off 0-2 non-conference play. Conference play, they said, you know what? We're not gonna really lose a game unless it's Unioto. Well, the basketball team said we're not even losing to them.
So, Gary Kello takes the lead in the series. 7 wins to 6 wins over Matt Hoops. If this is any indication how this SVC season is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a wild
If it's any indication of what the season's going to be like, then just take every take that we have said so far, throw them out the window because it's going to be a crazy season.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us tonight. Make sure that you tune in on Tuesday to watch our show. We will have one player from the Zane Trace game tonight on that show.
I think we know who it's going to be.
Yes. And make sure you're looking at our socials after the game, as we will have the player of the game, Landon Gerald, and the play of the game.
Also probably Landon Gerald.
Officially Landon Gerald, and we're going to do the collective
double play.
Yes.
The 4-point play with the 3-point play.
And much deserved to him. Very much deserved to him. Great win by him. But make sure you tune in Tuesday as we will have him on the show with us. And make sure you're checking out our socials. Ride the Wave Show on Instagram, Ride the Wave Show 2023 on Twitter, and Ride the Wave Show on Facebook. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you're following us. And thank you so much for tuning in and letting us bless you with this coverage of the SVC. Peace out, Girl Scout.